Hey there everybody, how's it going? We are doing a quick flight from Miami to Jacksonville. This is in Florida. We're in the 777 using self-loading cargo and GSX. And yes, we have the passenger seated version. So we got the update and we will start self-loading cargo now to start the flight, get everything ready. Get our doors open and all that stuff, and we can watch the passengers get seated in here. This is something that's new and really cool to see. So without further ado, let's get going here. So we have this. We are going to have alcoholic drinks and regular drinks. No food or anything or food service because the flight is not that long. So we're going to start our flight right now. Everything looks good. We're going to be cruising at 16,000 feet, not a high altitude, ain't going that far. And we're going to click our GSX to sync that with GSX. And as soon as we start boarding, our crew will contact us. And so further ado, let's request boarding.
Boarding requested.
Okay, now ground's going to contact us.
Ground to cockpit. Go ahead.
Everything looks good here. We want to open the doors.
Hi, Captain. Microphone check, please.
So we're gonna
Microphone check is 5 out of 5. Okay, Captain. Radio check, please. We'll contact you once the ground vehicle's fly, and we're ready to start loading.
And we will open door
Roger.
2. So the door is opening. Now we have, I'm going to double click this so ground can start loading the aircraft.
Ground to cockpit.
Do you want to board crew?
Go ahead.
Pilot's boarding starting.
Hi, Captain. Just a quick update to let you know that we've started loading. We'll set the final load sheet up once we're ready.
As soon as the crew is boarded, the flight attendant will contact me. We can go here. First what we're gonna do is we're gonna open up the
Crew
cockpit
boarding starting.
door. So let's check that out.
Your crew has boarded. Passengers boarding starting.
Here we are.
Hello?
Contact us.
Good afternoon, Captain. How are you?
Hi there. We're fine, thanks.
This is
Great.
a little bit off
We're just getting ready for
So,
departure, but if
we
you need
can
anything
fix
else,
this.
just give me a call.
with this.
Thank you.
No problem.
Move up here. I don't know if it'll disconnect the jetway.
All stations, we're about to start boarding.
It might. And if it does, we will tell the jetway to.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. We've started boarding now, and the passengers are being seated.
Thanks a lot.
We have the jetway coming back, I believe. Nope, we don't. So what we need to do is we need to request the jetway. Here it comes. So let's check it out here. Might have to adjust it a little bit. Nope, that's pretty good. And you can make sure the settings are set here for that's perfect right there. We should be able to adjust the hair forward and here it goes. That's perfect. All right. we're all set. This should be loading the passengers onto the aircraft. I'm not 100% sure why it's not. It doesn't look like it is. So we will reset GSX. And start our boarding again. Now this should be doing the loading. So we're gonna
Boarding requested.
okay. This should work. I'll ask if we want to board the crew. It might have interrupted it when I moved the jetway. And yep.
Pilots boarding starting.
And our the mood is fine. Yeah.
Crew boarding starting.
Okay, so we got the crew boarding started. They should be coming on over here. Okay, looks like that. Set. We got our pilots. And there's our crew. We'll see the passengers coming on. So that looks good. So far, so good. Sometimes they look a little bit weird when they're getting on. They're like scooching down, like bending down, like something's too high. Like it's got a low ceiling or something. Yeah, and the path is off a little bit, the height. I can adjust that and fix that, but I'll do that at another time. So now, passengers will start coming in. And hopefully we'll start seeing them. So it'll say your crew has boarded.
Your crew has boarded.
Alright,
Passengers boarding starting.
so let's see our passengers coming in, getting into their seats. See if we can see them jumping in the airplane. Here they come. They're going to go to different locations depending on where they're seated. And there's that one that's just seated right there. See that? This is first class right here, by the way. We got quite a few of them coming in here. Look how they scooch down. It's kind of funny. So, got that. And they'll be getting in down there. We'll check it out, like over here. They'll be getting into their seats. So they'll be loading up. So that's good right there. We're going to contact ground so we can start with APU.
Cockpit to ground. Go ahead. We're starting the APU now. Stand by for ground power disconnection in a few minutes. Roger. We'll monitor the startup from down here and let you know if we see anything untoward. Roger.
And ground will contact us to tell us that the APU is started normally.
Ground to cockpit. Go ahead. Startup seems good. Nothing to report. Disconnect ground power, please.
Don't mess with our checklist.
Stand by, please. Ground power has been disconnected. Roger.
So we're going to look at our checklist. Taxi. Pre-flight's done. Before taxi. And everything is normal there. And that goes back to our engines. Borrow to make sure that we have that set. And we have 129 out of 253 passengers today. So it's pretty full. Check that out. See all our passengers coming in and seated still. Here they all are. That's pretty good. Now, if we wanted to, we could go way back here. Wish this would go faster. I could actually probably fix this to go faster and speed, how fast it moves. Let's check this out. We've got all the people seating in here. We got quite a bit of passengers here.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. While you're being seated, please remember that all mobile devices should now be set to airplane mode, and other portable electronic devices, such as CD players and laptop computers, must be turned off and stowed for departure.
This is quite the
Thank you.
aircraft. This is really great.
Ground to cockpit. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go back to my seat
Loading
here.
has been completed. Sending the load sheet up to you.
And I'm going to put on the
We'll contact you once the aircraft is closed up, then we'll get to you.
and
Roger. Cockpit to ground.
I'm going to welcome everybody aboard. Flight
Good afternoon from the cockpit. This is your captain speaking. I'd like to welcome you on board this afternoon as we fly to Jacksonville.
We're currently preparing for departure up here in the cockpit and thought we'd say hello while we finish entering the data into the flight computers.
Normal.
We
Now
hope
you
to
get a
depart very
European
shortly.
guy, a
We're not
British
expecting
guy
any delays.
for that one line.
Once we
That's
push
weird.
back from the stand, the cabin crew will start securing the cabin. As we head to the departure runway, please make sure you're seated and secured as they make their way around the aircraft. The weather is not looking particularly brilliant, so it might be a little uncomfortable at times as we climb to our cruise level.
Passengers.
There's nothing to worry about. Just make sure you keep an eye on the seatbelt sign, and I'll turn it off once we're in clearer air.
This
Once we're airborne, there shouldn't be any issue during our climb. It's a pretty straightforward departure out of the airport, so nothing to worry about there. The wind forecast during our cruise looks very favorable, so we expect to arrive on time at our destination, but we will of course keep you up to date should there be any changes. The ground crew are currently finishing loading the baggage into the aircraft, so if you could get yourself seated and secured in the meantime, we'll be able to make a departure as soon as they finish.
is the economy.
Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the flight.
Cheap seats.
Hello.
Hi, Captain. Okay, we've received the load sheet from ground. There's the passenger count, the crew count, and the total souls count. Plus yourself, of course.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, looks like we're all set to go whenever you're ready.
Excellent. I'll instruct ground that we're ready to remove the jetway, and you can go ahead and close the doors.
So I'll set this.
No
to
problem.
View the passengers from this here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell ground to disregard.
Disregard. Roger.
So I'm going to have my ATC co-pilot do all the talking.
Miami ground Delta 450, Sierra ready to taxi IFR.
So
Delta 450 taxi 2 and hold short
got
runway
everybody
8
there.
taxiway 18
We
uniform
want to
cross
shut
runway
the
30
door.
uniform Sierra Victor cross runway 30 Yankee Quebec Mike 1. Contact tower on 118 decimal tree when ready.
Taxi hold short runway 8 right using taxiway Delta 6 November 9er Mike 1 Delta 450.
Okay, so here we are. We got everything set there. We will release the jetway. Close the doors. And ground is done loading. So that's all set. We'll have it on the doors. Jetway should be disengaged. Yep. And as soon as those close, as soon as this turns yellow, the flight attendant will start taking care of everything. Alright, so we got our taxi ready, we got our ribbons, we're going to be going that way, and so we're going to go nose right, tail left,
Ground to cockpit.
and he's going to say pin straight ahead.
Go ahead. We're ready. Thanks for the help. Pin straight ahead, and we'll see you next time.
And we'll tell them to arm the doors.
Cabin crew, please arm doors.
Okay, so that's all set. We're going to arm everything. There we are. And now we could release the power unit, because we have the APU on. So we don't need that. And we're going to request pushback. Safety announcement.
Hello, welcome aboard, and thanks for flying with Delta. Every time we take off, we try to make the world a little smaller. Our first priority on every flight is the safety of our customers
Hello,
and
Captain.
crew.
We are
So
ready for
please, give
pushback.
us your attention as we show you one of the safest worlds there is, the world of the safety car.
Miami ground Airbus Tango Alpha India Tree Niner to taxi to the gate.
Be sure that all carry-on items are securely stowed in an overhead bin, and place smaller items, including handbags, under the seat in front of you. If you lose your electronic device in your seat,
Departure check
please do not
completed.
adjust your seat
Bypass pin inserted.
and ask a crew member for assistance. Please ensure all aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas are clear. As we leave the gate, make sure your seatbelt is fastened.
We got this
To
here.
fasten,
We're
insert
going
the metal tip into the
to
buckle and adjust the strap so it's low and tight across your lap.
start
to release
our
the belt,
engines
just lift
right
the top
there
of
when
the
it
buckle.
says so.
Please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. And even if the sign is off, please keep your seatbelt fastened in case you experience unexpected rough air. For everyone's safety,
Everybody
federal
there?
regulations require all
Yep, the
passengers
securing
to
for
comply
takeoff.
with the posted placards and lighted information signs located throughout
I
the
turn
cabin.
this off,
In addition to any
the
crew member
automatic off on
instructions.
there.
Smoking,
So
including
I
the
can
use
tell
of
the
e-cigarettes,
crew
is not
when to
allowed
be
on any
seated
Delta
and-
flight.
oh, wow.
And federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying a restroom smoke detector.
Okay, so we're gonna go nose right, tail
There are
left.
8 exits on this plane, 4 doors, 2 on each side, and 4 window exits over the wings. The forward doors have
Going to
detachable slides that
remove
can be used for flotation.
the shock.
Life rafts are located in ceiling compartments at the front
Release
and
parking
center
brakes,
of the
please.
plane.
Okay, so
In the
let's
event of
release the
evacuation,
parking
leave
brake.
all carry-on items behind. All exits are clearly marked with an exit sign. However, if there's a loss of power and cabin visibility is reduced, lights will illuminate the aisle to direct you to the exit. Please take a moment to find the exits closest to you. And remember, they might
start
be behind
engine
you.
1.
It's unlikely, but if cabin pressure changes, the panels
And
above your
set
seat will open, revealing oxygen masks. If this happens, reach up
Our
and pull the
fuel
mask
cutoff
toward
to
you until the tube is
turn
fully
it on.
extended. Place the mask over your nose and mouth, slip the elastic
Everything
strap
looks
over
pretty
your
good.
head, and adjust the mask if
So
necessary.
we're gonna
Breathe
start
normally and note that
number
oxygen
2.
is flowing, so don't worry if the valve doesn't open. Be sure to adjust your own mask before helping
And
others.
then we will-
The water evacuation is also unlikely, but just in case, life vests are located under your seats in the main cabin. If you're seated in the first class or
That should
business
sit
class
everything.
cabin, life vests are either in a compartment beneath or adjacent to your seat. To use, remove
gonna
the vest
use
from its
1
container
notch
by
of
pulling on
flaps.
the tab and then opening the pouch. Slip the vest over your head. Wrap the strap around your waist
Set
and
our
attach
taxi
it to the buckle
lights
in
and
front and adjust
runway
securely
lights on.
around your waist. As you leave the plane,
And
inflate the
even
vest
our
by
landing
pulling down on
lights.
the red tab at the bottom of the
Go to our
vest, or
checklist.
manually inflate it by blowing into the tube at shoulder level. A water-activated
done our
light is
pre-flight.
attached to each vest. If necessary, we'll
So
distribute additional
before
life vests
taxi,
for
that's
children
all
who weigh
set.
35 pounds or less.
So before takeoff, override
Now,
this.
before we take off, be sure your seat is upright, your aisle armrests are lowered, and your tray table is put away. As we come through the cabin for our final safety check, please let us know if you need anything before we take off. And
And we
finally,
will set
now
our
would be a good
engines
time for everyone to
on
review the
display
safety
so we
information
can see our
card, which
engines.
is in your seat pocket.
And it looks like they are good.
On behalf of everyone at Delta, thank you for paying attention. Now, as we get ready for takeoff, please sit back, settle in, and enjoy your flight.
So the flight attendant will call us as soon as everything is secured. And we are here. That should be good enough. I'm going to tell them to stop.
Please set parking brakes.
So we're gonna set the parking brakes to on.
Unlocking gear.
We have looks like our engines are working. Everything is good. And we can contact our flight attendant.
Hello. Hi, Captain. The cabin is secured for takeoff.
So we'll tell them to be seated now.
We're almost ready, actually, so you can take your seats now.
No problem.
That's not a big deal.
Tow truck disconnected.
All
Bypass pin
stations,
removed.
please be seated for takeoff.
All right.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Now he's going to come in front of us to show us the pin, so we can verify that it's not installed still, and he'll wave to us, and then we can start taxiing. And I will announce holding position to the
Ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know that we are currently holding position. There's an aircraft departing in front of us. It should only take a few moments, then we can get going. Thank you.
So there he is with showing the bypass pin. He's got it right there. It's on a ribbon. And he's waving goodbye. And we can release our parking brakes. That should release our parking brakes. Here we go. It's kind of buggy how this is. So that's released. And we will start moving. We got full plane pretty much. Not completely full, but it's pretty loaded. We can turn off our APU. We don't need that anymore. We're gonna head over to this side. Kind of weird. Looks like it's pulling to the left a little bit, maybe not. Nah, looks like it's alright. It's kind of sensitive though on the rudders. Set a speed brake to RTO, and our co-pilot will request for takeoff. This will be a really quick flight, and during our flight we can check in on the passengers if we want. We'll look at them seated. Normally you're not supposed to open the cockpit door, but from time to time they do. You see them go to the galley or something. And we are going to ease. Here we are right here. We're going to 8 right.
Miami Tower Delta 450
Here
at
we
runway
are.
8 right ready for departure IFR to Jacksonville.
Delta 450 altimeter tree 0.06 wind 127 at 10. Caution, the taking off runway 8 left. Cleared for takeoff runway 8 right.
We are clear for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff runway 8 right
We're
Delta
going to hold
450.
right here though. And we'll announce holding position.
American 230.
Ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know that we are currently holding position. There's an aircraft departing in front of us. It should only take a few moments, then we can get going.
They're not really in front of us.
Thank you.
They're just on the side of us. But so here we are. We're ready to go. We'll start a little bit slowly and then go to a full throttle.
American 2300 heavy contact ground on
80 knots.
10.35.
100 knots.
It's got some power
Miami
here.
Tower American 21411 miles southwest inbound ILS
Okay, so
runway
we're
9
gonna start our
approach.
rotation now.
American 2141 Miami Tower. Altimeter
So
tree
gear up.
Positive rate, gear up.
06 wind 127 at 10. Cleared ILS runway 9er approach. Delta 450 contact Miami departure on 126.05. Good day.
Straight ahead here.
126.05 Delta 450. Goodbye. Miami departure Delta 450 is passing 1,600 feet, climbing 9,000 feet.
Delta
We're here,
450
autopilot.
Miami departure altimeter tree 0.06 radar contact. Continue to solve.
And we can turn on. We'll remove our flaps.
American 65, 1 heavy, you are 22 miles west. Climb and maintain 11,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 9er approach via leg transition. Clear to leg.
And we'll set our auto throttle
American 181
in.
heavy, you are 13 miles west of Miami. Contact Miami Tower on 118 decimal tree when inbound on the approach.
I can release the cabin crew.
Descend and maintain 4,000
Cabin
feet.
crew,
Expect
you're free to move
ILS
around the
runway
cabin.
9er approach via leg transition. Clear to leg American 651 heavy.
Climb into our cruising altitude.
Good afternoon once again from the cockpit. I hope all is well with you and you're enjoying flying with us so far.
American 1816 heavy.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we climb to our cruising altitude, I'd like to extend a
We're
special
currently climbing up to our
thank
cruising
you to
altitude,
each
so I
of
thought I'd give you a quick
you.
update.
Welcome back to our SkyMom members and
We're
Union
expecting to
Milers.
arrive on time as planned.
Your
Progress is
business
going
and
very
loyalty
well.
are greatly appreciated by the entire
You'll
Delta
next hear from me just before we start our descent.
For your safety,
I'll be
it's
sure to
important
keep you updated if anything changes, but in the meantime, please feel free to relax and take advantage of our onboard facilities.
Sign us off. Please keep your
Thanks
seatbelt
very
fastened
much.
in case we experience any unexpected rough air. We ask that you also please remember
Good
to use
afternoon once
caution
again
in
from the
opening
cockpit.
the overhead
I hope all is
bins.
well with you and you're enjoying flying with us so far.
Articles that may have shifted during takeoff.
Just a quick broadcast to let you know that we will be keeping the seatbelt signs on for a few more minutes as we make our way through some bumpy air up ahead during our climb.
Devices.
Climb and
Keep an eye on the
maintain
overhead
16,000
panel, and
feet
as soon
Delta
as we're clear, I'll turn off the
450.
sign and you'll be able to move around the cabin. Thank you.
Okay. So far, so good.
50 contact Miami Center on 123
We can start
75.
the drink service soon.
Going to 123.775 Delta 450.
So we are at 8,000 feet.
Miami Center Delta 450 is at 8,400 feet, climbing 16,000 feet.
These are our
Delta
legs.
450, Miami Center altimeter tree 0.06 radar contact. Continue to LAIDD. Delta 450 contact Miami. Departure on 126.05. Good day.
126.05 Delta 450.
So here we go to 16,000.
Miami departure Delta 450 is passing 9,000 feet, climbing 16,000 feet.
Delta 450 Miami departure altimeter tree 0.07 radar contact. Continue to LAIDD.
9,000. And I will turn off
Delta
the
450 contact Miami Center on
landing lights as soon as we hit 10,000.
Good day.
Going to 123.775 Delta 450. Miami
Seatbelt
Center
sign
Delta
will go off as soon
450
as we
is
hit
passing
10,000, I believe.
9,400 feet, climbing 16,000 feet.
Delta 450 Miami Center
Alright,
altimeter
well,
tree
here
0.007
now.
radar contact. Continue to GEITH. Cayman 105 climb and maintain flight level
And
260.
we are at 10,000. Don't need our taxi lights at all. Should be turning them off
Climb and
there, yeah.
maintain flight level
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign, so you are now free to move around the cabin. However, for your safety, we do recommend that you
Now we
remain
can
seated
do
with
our
your belt fastened
vertical
at all times during the
navigation.
flight. Thank you.
So we're getting 16,000. And we can increase speed. Actually, you know what? I'm going to turn the VNAV off. Go, and I will set this at 335. Just so we can get to our 16,000 feet. Okay. Progress, and we will go to our checklist. And after takeoff, everything is normal there, so we can override that. Descent later. So go back to our engines. I like to monitor the engines. And we can have them start the drinks. Drink service will start now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to serve our drinks menu. Choose from our menu of hot tea and coffee or a number of soft drinks. Please make sure your tray table is in the down position and clear any items from the aisle. Thank you.
132.15 Delta 450.
Oh, you know why?
Goodbye.
In order to see your passengers,
Miami Center, Delta
you have to
450,
have
16,000 feet.
Delta 450, Miami Center altimeter 30
you have to have
07 radar
the cockpit
contact
door
continue
open
to the LNCL.
in order to see that. Okay. So let's check it out. You can see our passengers right here.
Delta 450, contact Miami Center on 132.45. Good day.
Look at this guy's head is weird. That's because maybe I was sitting probably
132.45 Delta 450.
Share.
Goodbye. Miami Center, Delta 450, 16,000 feet.
So we got that. Go way back here.
Miami Center altimeter 30.06 radar contact continue to the LNCL. Miami Center Allegiant Train 470 is passing 14,900 feet, climbing flight level 210.
So there's all our passengers. They're happy.
470 Miami Center altimeter
Go back to this one. It's a first class. Check them out. There we are. Looks like that lady's happy. She's just seated there. Enjoying the flight. Yeah.
Miami Center, United 1914 Heavy is at 12,600 feet, climbing flight level 210. United 1914 Heavy, Miami Center altimeter
All right.
30.0.
So
radar contact continue.
we are good to go. Everything is set. Look at the progress right here on the map. If you wanted to, because I have that loaded in Microsoft Flight Simulator. So here we are. It's just taking off. We'll be heading right up this way and landing here. It won't take long. This will happen very quickly. And so yeah, we're running at top speed. Everything's good. Top altitude. And talk to the
Good afternoon once again from the cockpit. I hope you're enjoying the flight so far. Just to keep you updated, we look to be making good progress and are expecting to arrive on time as planned. We'll keep you posted if anything changes, but in the meantime enjoy the remainder of the flight and I'll speak to you again once we're about to start our descent.
So this servicing
Thank you.
all the passengers, the drinks. And right after we'll do the alcohol.
Miami Center FlexJet 566 Heavy is at 11,800 feet, descending 2,600.
So everything looks good. Everything is
FlexJet 566 Heavy, Miami Center altimeter
scheduled.
30.06 radar.
777 PMDG 300ER.
Miami Center American 1708 Heavy is at flight level 190, climbing flight level 230.
You can see the passengers inside.
108 Heavy, Miami Center radar
Right there in the window. Which is pretty cool. For some reason you don't have to open the cockpit door for that. And looks good to me. Got a nice view out there. And doing good. Now I like the new GSX update. I knew this was going to happen, that they were going to have the seated passengers. I mentioned that on a live video about a year ago, that they were working on it. And they sync right here through GSX. So the GSX syncs with self-loading cargo. So when the passenger's load, it corresponds to what self-loaded cargo has loaded. And it works fairly good. I recommend it. I recommend self-loading cargo. It does enhance the realism experience of doing airline flights, and GSX as well. GSX is amazing. I recommend it. It's worth the money. It's not that much money at all. I bought it last year sometime, maybe 2 years ago. It's been out for quite a while, and they've dramatically improved the software, so the experience is all that much better, and they continue to do that all the time. And so last night I did a flight with it. At first I had some bugs. They weren't getting seated. It was crashing and coming up with an error, and I realized that I didn't have the Pronto engine, the latest engine installed, even though I did the live update. Sometimes your Windows Defender or antivirus software will prevent the new engine from updating. So what I did is I uninstalled GSX and reinstalled it. And I also put in exclusions for the folder of the app manager. So that worked fine, and it seems to be working fine right now. No hitches. Looks pretty good. Works with the new PMDG 777. I bought this maybe a month ago, maybe, or a couple weeks ago, whatever it was. I know I bought it and didn't use it for like a week or so because I was busy doing stuff, and so I didn't get to try it out right away. But I did install it, and I knew I was going to purchase that as soon as it came out, and so I did purchase it. And, this aircraft is amazing. It's great. Everything works. All the buttons, everything in this aircraft is simulated, so everything is really good. I start with a cold dock start usually, and then I set it how I want it set, the lights and all that stuff. But I do have a preset, so I just hit a button on the FMC in the setup and just load my default state. That way I don't have to go through all the bull of resetting everything, setting the lights and all that crap. I got the lighting the way I want it, and that's how I like it. So that's how I do it. But once in a while I'll go from cold dark. And I do have a video on the 777-800 how to start from cold dark state. Some people were having trouble sending messages. I was watching messages, people having a hard time. They couldn't even start the aircraft. They should really read the manual. That's what's there for. There's a lot to it. But I put a video out step by step how you get from a cold dark to a ready aircraft to be started and everything. So it's fairly easy. It's not a big deal. It's a little different in the 777 versus the 737 series. The 737 series, you have to
Miami Center,
go
Delta 450, 16,000
the
feet.
packs over. It's usually sort of over here. You have to go into the bleed and all that stuff, and you have to turn off and when you start the engine and turn them back on. And you got to make sure you have the APU bleed on. And so, but I have these set already. You have to do that here too. But
127.2 Delta 450.
it makes it
Goodbye.
really easy. All you have to do
Miami
is just
Center,
set
Delta
this
450,
everything to
16,000
auto,
feet.
and you're good to go. You don't have to keep turning on and off. So, yeah, with the 737-800 is a little bit more legwork. This one, not so much. And it's a great aircraft. So we can look at progress right here. And we're almost halfway there. So, and they're almost done with servicing the drinks. And I think I will start the drinks fairly soon, the alcoholic drinks. That way they have enough time to serve everybody, and then we'll do an announcement for descending. And I have this set up in my FMC on my legs. When it descends, I start my descent here at ILBOC, which is right here, is where I'll start my descent. I want to be at 10,000 feet by the time I hit here. So usually I'll stop my descent right around here. So I'll be able to see how long once I'm at fax waypoint. Once I reach that, it'll tell me how long it's going to take to reach Ilbach, this waypoint right here, and I'll do it accordingly to the announcement, because I gotta announce how long it'll be before I'm descending, and I could either tell them 10 minutes or it's gonna be 5 minutes. Probably a 5-minute descent. Once I get here, it'll probably be about 5-10 minutes to get here. So I'll be starting my descent right now. So I'll probably do a 5-minute descent announcement there. So that'll be perfect. And back to my progress page right there. And they're almost done there, so we could start the alcohol. We could see how many of the flight attendants are serving drinks. Most of them monitors only a couple, so we can start alcoholic service. Announcement right there. So I'll do it right here. There we go. So you'll see them, they'll start serving alcoholic drinks. Just going to go to to the intercom right there and announce that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've just begun serving alcoholic drinks. We're also serving soft drinks and water for our younger flyers.
So
Please clear any
there it
items from
is,
the aisle
starting
as
the
the cabin crew
alcoholic
make their way
drinks.
around the cabin. And if you would like a drink, please put your tray in the down position.
That way we can get
Thank
that
you.
done in a timely manner. This is a pretty good setup too, so you can see where they're going. You can click on them and see where they are, where they're traveling. You can see all this stuff here while they're moving around. So yeah, that looks pretty good.
Cessna 5, Bravo Victor, contact Miami Center on 124.1. Good day.
See where they are.
Going to 124.1 Cessna 5, Bravo Victor.
So with the aisle. If I click onto the passenger, it'll tell me where they are.
470 contact Miami Center
I have
on
that information.
134.55. Good day.
This alcoholic drinks.
Going to 1 tree, 4.55, Allegiant tree, 470.
And there's she right there telling you her path, or where she's walking. She's going to go this way, down that way. She's just monitoring the passengers, but
124.1
these are the
Delta
ones that are serving
450.
the alcohol
Goodbye.
and the drinks as
Miami
well.
Center, Delta 450,
Tells you their
16,000
name.
feet.
This is the layout.
Delta
Pretty good.
450, Miami Center, altimeter 30.0.
I do like self-loading cargo. It's really, really great. There was another software for Flight Simulator FX series before this software, and it worked pretty good, similar to this, but this one's much better. There's some different things that they had, but a guy named Steve who wrote the software, he owns the software, and he keeps updating it, doing great things to it. It's his life, pretty much. A lot of people use it, and he's doing a good job with it. He's done a lot of big changes. He's got voice automation, so I could actually talk to the flight crew and, you know, ask them questions and do things. Watch this. Cockpit to flight crew. Intercom. Start intercom. Intercom. Flight attendant. I guess you have to press this first before we talk to them.
Hello, Captain.
Hey there, how's everything going? How's it going?
We're busy with our alcohol service at the moment.
Okay, I'll let you get back to work. Thank you. Okay, I'll let you get back. Thank you. Okay, thank you. I'll speak to you in a bit.
No problem at all.
See, so you gotta say just specific type things. I don't think you can say anything you want, but this is toggle push to talk. I could do it that way. I don't, so that's why I turn it off, because if I'm talking, doing a live video, it'll misinterpret my voice to talking to them. And see, there's toggle main window on and off. And let's see what A is. Here we go. So these are voice commands. They work fairly well. You know, I can do my announcements. PA.
Delta 450, contact Jacksonville Center on 1
So it's pretty interesting, and they're almost done with the drinks. There's our progress.
Going to 1 tree for decimal 0 Delta 450. Jacksonville Center, Delta 450, 16,000
So we're
feet.
going to facts. We're almost there.
Jacksonville Center altimeter tree 0.07 radar contact. Continue to pass.
So we got about 1 minute, and we'll be hitting facts, and this will tell us how long it's going to take to get to the next waypoint, which is Elbach. So we're going to see here. So here we are. How long before we get to Elbach? See, it tells you the time that you'll be there at that waypoint. So now we just arrived at Fax. Alright, so 2049. So we got about 7 minutes, so I'm going to announce a 5 minutes descent. I could do that, and so I'll do that with the flight crew.
Southwest 6811 heavy, contact Orlando approach on 124.8. Good day.
Hi.
Just to let you know, there's about 5 minutes before we start descending.
Going to 124.8.
No problem.
Southwest 6811 heavy.
So I just told them that with my own voice and stuff. Clicking on it, I am going to tell to make an announcement on the PA.
Traffic. Traffic.
Looks like we've got traffic nearby.
1 tree decimal tree 25 Allegiant tree 61
I
heavy.
guess that's a reflection on the light. Ladies and gentlemen,
Jacksonville Center Delta 2225 is passing 10,400 feet, climbing 17,000
we expect to be descending in about 5 minutes.
Delta 2225 Jacksonville Center altimeter tree 0.07 radar contact.
The arrival weather is looking good, so it should be a nice, easy approach onto the airport.
Cessna tree 29er, contact Orlando departure on 135 decimal tree.
The arrival weather forecast looks a little windy, but other than a few bumps, it should be fairly easy.
Going to 1 tree 5 decimal tree Cessna tree 29er.
Good afternoon once again from the cockpit. I hope all is well with you and you're enjoyed flying with us so far.
Just to keep you updated, we look to be making good progress.
Good afternoon once again from the cockpit. I hope all is well with you and you're enjoyed flying with us so far.
Just to keep you updated, we look to be making good progress.
Cessna Lima Foxtrot Alpha Tree 29er Jacksonville Center altimeter tree 0.07 radar contact. Continue.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hi, Captain. How are things?
Yes,
All
everything
good.
is fine.
Great. Call me if you need anything.
Delta 2225 contact Orlando
Hi.
approach on 119.4. Good day.
I'll call you back.
No problem.
Good afternoon once again from the cockpit. I hope all is well with you and you're enjoyed flying with us so far. Just to keep you updated, we look to be making good progress and are expecting to arrive on time as planned. We'll keep you posted if anything changes, but in the meantime enjoy the remainder of the flight and I'll speak to you again once we're about to start our descent. Thanks
So
a
I
lot.
kind of screwed that up a little bit, but I guess this microphone is set a little too sensitive, so I have to adjust that to use this. And so yeah, as soon as we hit our waypoint, it says we're going to be 2049, so we'll be descending in a couple of minutes. So what I'll do is I'll slow down the aircraft. Don't want to be descending at full speed, so we'll bring this to like 235 knots.
Boeing 71 Victor climb and maintain
And we'll start our descent. Everything looks good. Plane looks good, everything is
Climb
cool.
and maintain 11,000 feet. Boeing 71 Victor. Boeing
I
71
got, you
Victor
can see over
climb
here, I
and
got
maintain
minimum on the
16,000
fuel,
feet.
but I set that like that because I know we don't need any more than that. We will not run out of fuel when we get there. Good
Jacksonville
still.
Center Southwest 2886 Heavy is passing 10,100 feet, climbing 17,000 feet. Southwest 2886 Heavy, Jacksonville Center altimeter tree 0.07 radar contact. Continue to BLA.
And I'll request 6,000 feet. Actually, to our next leg,
Climb and maintain 16,000 feet. Boeing 71
10,000 feet. So I'll request to go 6,000 feet less.
Boeing 71 Victor, you are 10 miles.
So I'll request
southwest.
10,000 feet.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors visual
Whether they say
runway
it's okay or not, I'm doing it anyway. Because Microsoft ATC is shitty.
Jacksonville Center
They
Cessna
need to
Lima
really
Foxtrot
revamp that.
Alpha
It's
Tree
terrible.
29er is passing 2,900 feet, climbing 8,000 feet.
There is beyond ATC, which is really cool. It uses AI voice and everything. It's awesome. I might be getting that soon. If I do, I'll have that on a video. And we're just about ready. I'm going to request descending to 10,000.
Jacksonville Center, Delta 450. Request 10,000 feet.
Delta 450 descent and maintain 10,000 feet.
Okay, so we are going to start our
Descend and
descent
maintain
now.
10,000 feet, Delta 450.
We'll start at 1,800 feet per minute
Orlando
descent.
departure on 135 decimal tree. Good day.
gradually go down to 2,400 feet per minute. Looks good. And it doesn't matter if we go over 250 knots because we're still going to be at 10,000 feet. So, good there. And then he's going to announce automatically that we've begun our descent. So I have this on automatic right here. Here on Subway Cargo, it should say accurate descent. There it is.
Good afternoon once again from the cockpit. As you may have noticed, we've begun our descent. We should be arriving in around 20 minutes, depending on local air traffic, and I will shortly be instructing the cabin crew to get the cabin ready for our arrival. After that, the seatbelt sign will be illuminated, and you'll need to stay seated until after landing. On that note, if you need to use a toilet, then you should try to visit one now, as they will be closed during the approach. For now though, I will wish you a very good afternoon once again, and I'll speak to you in a short while once we've landed.
Delta 450 contact Jacksonville Center on 134.4. Good day.
So everything looks good.
134 for Delta 450.
So it does say accurate notification for
Jacksonville
descent.
Center Delta 450 is passing 12,000 feet, descending 10,000 feet.
And turn the seatbelt side down. Sign on.
Cabin crew, please prepare the cabin for arrival.
So they're going to prepare the cabin crew for arrival.
Ladies and gentlemen, the double ding indicates that the aircraft is now on its final approach.
It is not on a final approach, by the way.
Remain seated with their seatbelts securely
Far from
fastened. Your tray tables and carrying items stowed. Seat backs in the upright and locked position, and
The
your aisle
final
armrest
approach is
should be
down
lowered.
here. So we are at 10,000, and we can turn on our landing lights, and even our taxi lights will have that on all set there. And we can go to our checklist, by the way, and set up our descent. That's all checklist. There we go. That's perfect. Override it. Go. And the next one will be approach. Once we start our approach, go back to our engines display. And once we reach our waypoint, we'll go down to 6,000 feet. I'll set that for 6,000 feet. I can bring the speed up to 250 knots if I want to. Actually, we'll keep it at 250. Matter of fact, actually, we could start descending a little bit. Just a minute. And we will start the slow descent. 15 1,800 feet per minute. Just want to be mindful that
you are 1,200 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain 10,000 feet.
I'm gonna
30.05.
tell him to drop this by
Climb and maintain 10,000 feet Delta 450.
6,000 feet.
Delta 450, you are 46 miles south. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect VOR DME runway tree to approach via Charlie Romeo Golf transition. Cleared to Charlie Romeo Golf. Delta 450, climb and maintain 16,000 feet.
I don't think so.
Delta 450, climb and maintain 16,000 feet.
Climb and maintain 16,000 feet. Expect VOR DME runway tree to approach via Charlie Romeo Golf transition. Cleared to Charlie Romeo Golf Delta 450.
Extend the speed brakes a little bit. And they're going to be bugging the shit out of us about climbing to 16,000 feet. I'm not doing that. We're just about at past our waypoint there where we are, and as the legs I will go down to 2,000 feet, actually go down to 4,000 feet.
Delta 450, please expedite your climb 16,000 feet.
Feet per minute will be good. And yes, the speed brake is extended.
Delta 450, please expedite your climb 16,000 feet.
I don't think so. I'm not going to 16,000 feet and nosediving into the runway. The worst ATC, which is Microsoft Flight Simulator. Okay, so we're going to take this.
Hello. Hi, Captain. We're ready for landing. The cabin is secured.
I'll call you when you need to be seated.
No problem.
Okay. So here we now are. We'll activate our approach once we reach our next waypoint, which is ready.
November 7102 Whiskey is at 6,900 feet, climbing 8,000 feet.
And we can
Delta
increase our speed
450, please expedite your climb
to 240
16,000
knots.
feet. Cessna November 7102
Well,
Whiskey,
it looks like we got some
Jacksonville,
clouds here.
30.05 radar contact, continue.
Which I am in Florida, not too far from Jacksonville. I'm right in central Florida. I'm south, very far south actually.
127.775
Jacksonville, I'm in
Delta 450.
Gainesville,
Goodbye.
between Gainesville and Denellen area.
Jacksonville approach
Actually,
Delta 450.
the
is
Nellen
passing
area.
4,000 feet, climbing 16,000 feet.
And so that means with this live weather, this might be heading for us. Every day in Florida it rains for about 15 minutes. You don't get rain where it lasts all day or 2 days or anything like that, like most of the country, but it just lasts. It rains every day. Every day you'll get a rain. They have like what they call rainy season, which is in the summertime, anywhere from June all the way to September. You get rainy season, and what that means is it rains every day for about 10 minutes, and then the sun comes back out like it never happened. It's pretty cool. I like that. So you get you get your rain that you need, but you have a nice day most of the day to do your outdoor activities and stuff, which is really great. That's what's great about Florida.
Delta 450, please expedite your climb 16,000 feet.
So I'm not doing that, and so get lost. Yeah, so we're at 4,000, we'll go down to 2,000 when we're ready. And I will tell them once we reach our waypoint to get seated. Doesn't look like it's too bad of weather. There's a few clouds, but we're going to be okay. And I don't think I'll be doing an auto land. I could if I want to. You'll see it on here.
Delta 450, please expedite your
We'll be
climb
at
16,000 feet.
Cat 3 ILS, which will have auto rotation and flare, and it'll actually land it for you. I've done it. I have a video on it. You want to check it out. It actually lands your aircraft for you pretty smoothly too, and works great. Be mindful you have to keep an eye on things to make sure nothing goes wrong, but yeah, it works really well. I like it. And now I can slow down my speed to like 200 knots even.
Delta 450, please expedite
That
your
way,
climb
when I
16,000
stop my
feet.
descent to 2,000 feet, I can do it gradually. As a matter of fact, we could start it now. We'll do about 1,800. And we'll activate our approach once we take our right turn at our waypoint. I will tell the cabin crew to be seated.
Delta 450,
Cabin crew,
please
take
expedite
seats
your
for landing.
climb 16,000 feet.
Okay. They will get seated. We are going to activate our approach.
$2,500.
And we are at 2,500. Zoom in a little over here. See here,
Delta 450, please expedite your climb 16,000 feet.
everything looks good. And as you can see over here, I'll shrink this down a bit. So this is our approach, Libby. There we are. You can see that. And we can see that over here that our work.
Delta 450, please expedite your climb to 16,000
I don't want
feet.
that on steering, sorry. Shit, this one. There we go. We got approach. There's our diamonds. We can go up to 210 knots. And yeah, that looks good. So we're going to put our flaps 1. We're going to bring down the landing gear. Go to flaps 2.
Delta 450, please expedite your climb to 16,000 feet.
And then go to our next flaps. Here, we are now going on final right over here, and then we can slow it down to 160 knots. And then we'll put our last notch of flaps. Bring our auto brake to 3.
Delta 450, please expedite your climb to 16,000 feet.
I don't think so. Fucking ATC with this Microsoft Flight Simulator. They're idiots. I know it sounds kind of harsh, but it's ridiculous. So, let's slow it down more. Go to 240, 145. Once we reach 1,000, I'm going to take
Delta
over the aircraft.
450, climb and maintain 6,000 feet.
Climb and maintain 6,000 feet Delta 450.
Yeah, sure.
Delta 450, climb and maintain 2,100 feet.
Climb and maintain 2,100 feet Delta 450.
I don't think so. And I will go to progress. I'll make sure the checklist is set. On approach. There we go. And that's good right there. And we're almost at 1,000. I'll bring this down to 140. And I think I can disengage. Second, as soon as it calls off 1,000, I will.
1,000.
There we go. So that's it. We are manually flying this plane now. Now align everything properly. I like to land pretty short. Gives me enough time to slow down. Nice and easy. And we get some crosswinds and some turbulence here. It's going to call out the altitudes.
Glide slope.
300.
Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope.
200.
Glide slope. 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 Glide slope.
100.
Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope. Glide slope.
60.
50. 40. 20. 10.
And we'll cut the power, the speed brakes. There we are. And I'll engage the reverse thrust. There we are. It's an easy landing. Apply some brake. Shut off the auto brake. And shut off the throttle there. It's going to take us down to 1 collapse. We can take our right turn here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived at our destination. The local time is 5:12 p.m. Please check around your seat for any personal belongings you may have brought on board with you, and please use caution when opening the overhead bins, as heavy articles may have shifted around during the flight.
So that's our...
If you require deplaning assistance, please remain in your seat until all other passengers have deplaned.
take our right
One of our
turn
crew members
here.
will then be pleased to assist you. Please remain seated until the aircraft reaches the gate. The captain will turn off the seatbelt sign once it's safe to get up. Thank you.
Brakes are off. Those on. And just mosey on to our terminal by jetway. Can actually pick up some speed here. I can tell them to disarm the doors.
Cabin crew, please set doors to manual.
Go. And, my tablet's not there. I hit something to remove the tablet. I don't know where it went. It's up there. It got moved. I must have hit something. I will pick it back up again. Move it back to where it belongs. And I'm going to disarm all the doors. So I don't know how that got moved, but I'll fix that later. Probably can get this straight right over here. This one. That looks pretty good. I didn't predetermine a jetway to go to beforehand, which is what I normally do, but I'm going to choose this one. Normally I'll say taxi to the gates, but it doesn't, a lot of times the ATC doesn't even give you that option, which is really stupid. And we will slow it down to right there. That is good. I don't know how this got there, but that's how that can work. I'm going to request.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated until the captain turns off the seatbelt sign. Once that happens, we will start deboarding, and you'll be able to leave the aircraft. Thank you.
requested here, but I do not know why I can't request that there, so I'm going to do it right over here. And the jetway is right on the wrong jetway. The wrong one. I do not want that jetway. Get rid of that jetway. So now I can. Is it sending the other one? Yeah, it's sending the other one. This one doesn't go on. I don't know why it's there. That's really retarded. But anyway, so I'm going to go to here and request for the ground power. And once my ground power is indeed there we go, then I can turn off. So I'm going to hit this, and now I can turn that off. I'm going to turn this off.
Ground cockpit.
Taxi lights. Turn that off.
Go ahead. Cabin crew, the aircraft is secure. The jetway is connecting. Start deboarding once ready.
There. That's a pain in the ass. That's kind of a
Hi, Captain. Microphone check, please. You're loud and clear. 5 over 5.
Great things that happen all the time.
Okay, Captain. Ground power is go.
I'm going to do a
start getting you offloaded.
deboarding.
Roger.
Doors, make sure they're open. Go to door management and open that one.
Passengers deboarding starting.
And I can check. I can open the cockpit door.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to wish you a safe onward journey and hope you enjoyed your flight today. Thanks for flying with us and we hope to see you again soon.
Cockpit door should be, I don't know. Screwed up jetway. There we go. It is over. Everything's all here. So I'm going to do an instant deboarding because we're not going to sit here and wait for that. And yeah, that's our flight. Went pretty smoothly, except for this jetway coming here.
Hi.
And
would you mind waving your magic wand and getting the passengers offloaded straight away?
Then I can reset.
No problem.
Set position.
Ground to cockpit. Hello. Go ahead.
Hi, Captain. All of the passengers have been offloaded. Brilliant landing, by the way. We barely felt anything.
Ah, it's all down to the autopilot, really. It's magical.
Call me if you need anything.
Anyway, hope all you guys enjoyed this.
Hold back to the comfort. Roger.
I'm going to
Hello, Captain.
move this out of the way.
Sorry, I completely forgot what it was I wanted.
No problem.
we can end this. Self-loading cargo. But that shouldn't have been there. And that was a pain in the butt. But we can close all our doors. And we can release our ground power. So there we go. And then we will turn off everything. And everything is all shut down. And there's our Delta 777 from Miami to Jacksonville. Pretty simple. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this and thanks for watching.